yesterday, I went to market to buy some necessary goods. After reaching there, I found two shops having similar products. The surrounding of shop 1 was quite dirty and stinky, and I didn't go there. The second one was quite further than the first one, and I went to market with a very limited time. And guess what? I chose to go to the second one.
So why didn't she go there? The reason behind ignoring the fresh shop was that the authority of fresh shop was not that much concerned about his customer or their stakeholders as well. On the other hand, what is the scenario of second shop? Yes, indeed. The scenario of second shop was completely different than the first one, and it seems the owner of second shop was morally obligated towards his society, which is why he kept his surroundings quite clean. Well, this is Team Doers consisting with 3 members and myself is Mohammad Hassan Tarek, welcoming you all to our presentation, which is all about stockholder and stakeholders model. And this is our immense pleasure being here, and as well as with the Team Doers expressing our gratitude towards our Honorable Mr. Mohammad Sarwar Alam sir for giving us such kind of precious opportunity. So, in our presentation today, we are going to talk about 4 categories of stockholder and stakeholders model, which are number 1, productivism, number 2, progressivism, number 3, philanthropy, and last but not the least is ethical idealism. Moving forward, philanthropy, which simply means the love of humanity. In broader sense, it is considered as the private or public initiatives which focusing on the people's quality of life and original humanistic tradition. Basically, philanthropic companies are entertaining their shareholders as well as performing their social obligations. But one thing I'm letting you to all of you guys, that all charity is not considered as the philanthropy.
So, now we all know what philanthropy is and what philanthropy does. Basically, they entertain their stockholders and they perform their social responsibilities as well. To make things much more clear to you, we have selected 3 companies which are socially obligated. They are Walt Disney, Microsoft, and PepsiCo. We all know these 3 companies. They are very much socially obligated and they make huge profits through their business. For instance, Walt Disney. When it comes to social responsibilities, they're at the top. Walt Disney is a leader in CSR. They focus on environment and natural disasters, and they run a program which is known as volunteerism. They also provide free tickets to millions of people who work on a daily volunteering program. Next up, Microsoft. Microsoft has already donated over $1 billion since 1983. They have already ensured CSR, and they are working to protect the safeguard human rights and protect our planet. Third one is PepsiCo. PepsiCo runs skill-based volunteer program in India, Ghana, and New Mexico. Then PepsiCo has structured a mother water seller project in the Great China region, which serves pure water more than 700 students and schools in China. Then PepsiCo runs a project named Food for Good, which serves free and nutritious meals to inner city children. We all know these 3 companies, they are well renowned. They make huge profits and they make huge donations as well. That's why we have included them under the category of philanthropy. Now we are going to talk about productivism. Productivism is totally opposite of philanthropy. Philanthropists cared about social responsibilities, whereas productivism doesn't care about social responsibilities. They only work and do business to maximize their profits. They're not concerned with any moral obligations, and they only prioritize their self-interest. You may be wondering who does such kind of things, but you'll be surprised to know that there are more than one. For instance, Halliburton. Halliburton is an American multinational company. They are one of the largest oil field service companies. They are known for their sinister reputation. Their procedure of bookkeeping is very questionable. They're known for their dishonest billing, which leads to tax evasion, which means they are exploiting our society, which is not desirable at all.
Similarly, we have chosen two more companies which are Nestle and Pfizer. Nestle, the world's largest food and beverage company. We all know that 40% of this company's chocolate came from Ivory Coast, Africa, where 10 of thousands of children are working in a very dangerous condition on cocoa farms. So Nestle promised by 2005 that they will certify their chocolates in this manner that these are not produced by any premature or underage worker, but since then they kept their promise a little. The second cause of concern of Nestle is their bottled water, because they are misusing many natural springs by drawing enormous amount of water from those springs, and also they are polluting air from those factories. The third one is Pfizer, which is an American pharmaceutical company. Pfizer is guilty for some of their despicable price growing in corporate history, because they kept their HIV-related drugs out of the hands of the poor. The most worst thing about Pfizer is once they applied drugs on poor children in Nigeria without any concern of their family, which is result in 11 deaths of Nigerian children, and also other grew up with brain hemorrhage. So moving on, progressivism. Progressivists believe that most of our corporate behavior is basically motivated by self-interest, and not only this, these are ability to transform the society for good. And for this category, we have chose healthcare assistant. For example, a doctor who charges a certain amount of money, which shows his or her self-interest. And also they are saving life, which is their ability to transform the society for good.
Similar to the doctors, I have two more sectors which fall under progressivism. They are educational services and fitness industry. Inside under educational services, there are teachers, and in fitness industry, there are fitness trainers. We know that teachers take remuneration from the government, and they teach the nation to become efficient. And fitness trainers, they train people in the gym or somewhere else to keep them fit so that they can work more and they can earn more. Which means they're taking some charges for their services, which means they prioritize their self-interest, and they're doing some works which have the ability to transform the society for good.
And that's why all these underfall progressivism. So before talking about ethical idealism, we need to understand first what are the concerning matters of ethical idealism. Yes, ethical idealism always concerned with sharing these corporate profits which are accumulated from different sources, and with the purpose of doing some humanitarian activities. UNICEF is one of those who follows this philosophy of ethical idealism. UNICEF basically works with the private companies to improve their business practices, bringing them one line under international law, and in sense of social responsibility, they are ensuring the children's right in the world in SDGs era.
Like UNICEF, we have chosen two more organizations, which is CARE and International Medical Corps. So CARE, which is cooperative for assistance and relief everywhere. Did we know one third of countries in this world have no law prohibiting sexual abuse and harassment in workplaces? Yes, and that is why CARE stands up for women. They help the women, they work for the women, they educate them, they empower them, they can advocate their rights in workplaces. Not only this, CARE reached 1.6 million people with food and financial assistance from Europe to America. And the next one is International Medical Corps. With the motto, Save Life, Relieve Suffering, these are the world's fastest responders who respond from the past 30 years in training and also medical support to the world. some of their greatest contribution are here. So UNICEF, CARE and International Medical Corps are in ethical idealism because these three organizations mostly believe in their moral duty. And not only this, they promptly respond to their stakeholder with humanitarian assistance.
So in present moments, if I talk about these three organizations' contributions, what they are doing to the work for the world, or how they are performing their trust towards the world, yes, it will be very easy to understand if I bring the current scenario of Syria. What is happening here? Yes, all you know, a great devastation is happening, and each and every day, a lot of people are dying for that due to this devastation. But UNICEF, CARE, and International Medical Corps are ensuring that they are providing emergency assistance in case of any crisis. For example, CARE began to start their journey since 2013, and they are also, according to BBC, International Medical Corps has become one of the largest and most promising organization in the world. And here with the team doers signing off. Thank you.
Dear audience, কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে? বাংলায় বলতে পারবেন?
স্যার কমপ্লিমেন্ট আছে
না কোয়েশ্চেন থাকতে হবে।
Feel free to share your query to us.
That means যদি কোয়েশ্চেন না থাকে পরবর্তী যারা প্রেজেন্টার থাকবেন ওনারা কিন্তু অনেক ভালো ভালো কোয়েশ্চেন আসতে পারে যদি ওনাদের কনসেপ্টের সাথে ডিসপ্লে আছে। কোয়েশ্চেন আছে? আপনারা যে কোয়েশ্চেনটা হবে এরকম যে ওনারা যেটা প্রেজেন্টেশন দিলেন সেই প্রেজেন্টেশনের সাথে নিশ্চয়ই আপনারা তৈরি করছেন। আপনাদের কনসেপ্ট বোঝার সাথে ওনাদের মধ্যে কোনো ডিফারেন্স আছে সেটা সে কোন জায়গায় আছে সেটা আপনি বলবেন। বাংলা